They are in their early 20s, some still teenagers.
救护车！救护车，快一点！来人，帮我提一下，我拉不动了。哪有救护车？赶快帮！
Their friend is dying, but not on a battlefield. This is their capital city, Beijing, China. For weeks, the students rallied peacefully for freedom, for democracy. This is their government's answer.
Take care of you. Take care of yourself.
We need this shot.
This is the People's Liberation Army, advancing down a street called Chang'an, pushing towards Tiananmen Square. No one doubted what the army could do if the Communist Party leadership brought the hammer down. First, flashbangs. Then, live rounds fired into the crowd. It took a while for it to sink in. The People's Army was shooting the people. The crowd's response was electrifying. They were defiant, outraged. They threw up obstacles to stop the army's advance, led by students, by their teachers. You could sense this instinct among them all, an instinct to resist. The barricades slowed the troops' advance along Chang'an, but not for long. An army personnel carrier appeared from a side street. The crowd jammed steel fences into its tracks, set fires to smoke the crew out. At least one soldier tried to surrender. The protesters swarmed him. The crowd was persuaded to spare the soldier before it was too late. At one point, I said to a student, "The street, Chang'an. What does Chang'an mean?" Eternal peace. The army's megaphones, the loud-hailers. You didn't need to understand the language to get the message. So I kept rolling to get the sound on tape, even if I didn't have a shot.
You're brave. Shut up. Shut up.
It wasn't about us, the foreigners, witnessing this. It was about the protesters. Those kids were staring down the guns of the world's largest standing army. The trail of bodies leads into Tiananmen Square.
打头了，快走快走，走快点。
Some of the protesters are medical students. Others, doctors from Beijing hospitals. You don't think that person is dying. You think these people are trying to save lives. That's the focus that keeps you recording.
都照上了，这个，高高的嘛。这个怎么了？打哪了？打脑上的，打脑上的。其他车也是其他车。
Gunfire is creeping closer. Still, they tend to the wounded. I remember thinking, get more light into the lens. Focus. Keep the camera rolling. Don't screw up. This isn't just another news story.
What do I tell to my country?
对，我们绝对不要敌对情绪，应该跟他们真正的对话。
对，应该跟他对话，对。
对，不要跟他们硬拼，硬拼我们学生会吃亏的。
电话没用，今天晚上。
你他这国家机器的，听你那个，
你是不是学生？
不是学生。
就是你不要在这儿。
咱就是。
为了恢复香港建变法，根据首都和全国人民的统一安排，清场后，天安门广场报名的康康主席节目期待人，
Mao Zedong wrote, "Political power grows out of the barrel of a gun." 13 years after his death, his successors unleash Mao's maxim on their own people. In Tiananmen Square, Heavenly Peace Square. A government TV crew records the operation from within the army's ranks. The videotapes are just part of the evidence amassed by the party leadership. Evidence China's government has never made public. A final act of defiance. The protesters commandeer a bus. They're quickly surrounded.
播后，
赶紧
必须继续
赶紧叫救护车！
Many students refused to leave Tiananmen Square. They gather in the center, on the monument to the people's heroes.
老姜都出来了，不是光是血，刚上面都全是老姜，我把老姜用那什么擦掉了。那位司机用那位司机
就在那，就在口那个地方，
拿棒就打，就根本不管问题，就老姜就打错了。
部队指挥部关于立即离天安门广场通道。
市民们立刻放下手中的棍棒、瓶子之类东西，面对着全部武装的军队，我们紧急呼吁，立刻放下手中的所有棍棒、瓶子，迅速集中在纪念碑的周围，静坐。我们一贯主张以和平。
I'll never forget that young couple. When the shot moved in, the way she looked at me. Who are you? Are you shooting this for the government? I kept rolling, but I lifted my face away from the viewfinder to show them I was a foreign journalist. It wasn't a good feeling. How could I just leave those kids there? But if I stayed, the army gets the tapes, the footage, the evidence. I had to go. We still don't know for sure what happened to all those young people who stayed on the Heroes Monument. But they're not voiceless, even 30 years later, even with the Chinese government refusing to release evidence of that massacre. Who speaks for them? The Tiananmen mothers, whose children died seeking freedom.